Guys, welcome back to the Albanian Way, and today we're gonna be looking at the Whirlpool dryer that is not heating. This was a quick video why the heater is not working. Probably the heater core needs to be changed, or some simple things just like sensor thermostat like this. I do a lot of this little side jobs or little repairs here and there that I don't really often record them and put them on YouTube because I just don't think they're YouTube worthy for you to watch. But I'm thinking to include more and more of these videos that I do, this little side repairs that I do around the home, because I think there might be one or two of you that, likes to watch it. What I've done, I already took off the cover here in the back, and you got screws here. Now, keep in mind, machines like this that has this like old style dryer. It's like Kenmore, Whirlpool, GE, I believe. It's like a cookie cutter model for almost all of these machines. And I kind of like this because these are easy to work on, because they basically have one way of operation, and it's not like the high-end, let's say, Bosch or other machines that are crazy with computers and who knows what and where something might go wrong. But these machines are pretty straightforward, and it took me only 5 minutes to figure out that this was bad, and the heater is still good. So here we go. First, you're gonna remove the back here, the back panel. Also, before you even start doing anything, remove the plug here. So when I looked online to get just a sensor, Amazon had a really cool package with all the different sensors here, or thermostat. This was like $4 or $5, and the whole kit was like for $20, and you can't beat that, because it's always a good idea. If you change one, you might as well change the rest, because they're very close to fail. I didn't get my voltmeter to show you guys how I determined that this was bad. On the voltmeter itself, and here's an example. As you can see, if you turn the dial all the way to that symbol that has like an arrow and a line striking through the arrow, that's your conductivity test. And basically, if you touch the two leads together, you'll hear a sound. So basically, when you use a voltmeter here, you hook both leads, one of each side here. And if it beeps, then it's good. If it doesn't beep, then this is bad, obviously, because there is no connection going through. So when this failed open, which is a good thing, because this controls the temperature of the whole heater core here. And if this is bad and it doesn't control anymore, the heater core can get way hotter than it's supposed to, and God forbid, it can burn down your house. These are probably programmed to fail open, so it can shut down your heater, and that's why in our case, this dryer here doesn't heat. Another test to fully confirm that this was the problem, I jump the wires, but don't do it for too long, because this gets hot very quick. What you do, you take a little paper clip or whatever little wire that we might have, and you stick it to one end here, and then you stick it to the other end here. This was good. The dryer started working just as before. You might want to check this thermostat down here, and basically you do the same thing. You take the leads apart and you touch them together to jump them, and then you start it and see if this is good, then that might be the fault, so you replace this. We are going to replace all of these little things here. All I did is I put this back into place with a little clip in this hole and the screw in the back there. And then these two leads, either way, it doesn't matter. You can put them in there, because all it does, they communicate between these. All right, and next one, to take this off, all you do, you take this off. I've already loosened this up, so I can do this with one hand now. So, man, this got right back in there. Damn. So you pull this. You pull this little thing, and then this goes in there. So what you do is you have to take this off, and as you can see on the new one, it's just a clamp holding on to the bottom part here. So you might use a flathead to pry it away. But once it's off, then you can take this, rotate it outside from that J hook there. And this is probably still good, but oh well. We got a new one here. So let's put this back in. So back into the hook. And then slide this back into the position there. Alright, that took some wiggle to get it on there, because that was pretty tight here, this part here. But nonetheless, once it's up there, you hook this back up there. There you go. And this back to its place. That little lead there. This is kind of loose. So if this happens to you where this is kind of loose, you might want to use some pliers to push this just a tad back in. Alright, this is much better here. Okay, next up, we got these two bad boys here. I'm using a 1/4 inch. This looks like it slides off there. As you unhook them from this old one, you hook them right back up to the new one, so you don't confuse yourself and don't know which is what here anymore. Alright, so we got one unhooked and hooked it straight back up to the new one. Second one unhooked, and so on and so forth. Alright, so this was slided back in here. Same deal. So this is it. We're ready to go. Let's turn it on and see if it heats up. Alright, it's hooked up. Let's put this to a heavy duty. Okay. It's on and we just press it. And let's see the glowing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now it's getting hot. Let's look inside. Woo! Damn, that was quick. Alright guys, if you like this little how-to, you know what to do. A thumbs up maybe, or a share, or even better, if you subscribe, I appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching.